Hello and welcome to today's container gardening video. Today I will be updating everyone on how everything is doing, and since we are slowly coming to the end of the season, I will be updating everyone on what I will be doing with the plants that are not quite ripe yet, and just what I will do to continue growing those until they're ready to harvest. And today I do have a cold, so that's why my voice may be off a little bit. It's a pretty bad sinus infection that's been going around lately. So, alright, so over here, I'll start with my pimento melons. Got a whole bunch that are growing right down there, and a bunch more that are growing up in these areas all over the place. I'm hoping that one will be done before the end of the season. Otherwise, if it's not, I will try to find a place to hang it up inside where it can get plenty of light. And then hopefully it will finish out ripening its fruit, and I'll be able to harvest that one then. I'm hoping it's ready before then though, but we'll just have to see what happens. Alright, then my pepper plants, I'm finding out they are very, very mixed up, and in what anyway, not in order at all of how I planted them. So I'll just be naming off the plants as I go by them and just checking them all out. So this plant right here is my white Mira pepper. There's some flowers all over on it. A little tiny pepper starting to form there, but no more Mira peppers. Not yet. There's those two that I had earlier in the season, but that's about it so far for that plant. This plant back here, I believe, is a yellow monster pepper because it's growing bell pepper shaped peppers, and that's the only one that I have that's a type of bell pepper. So this one's probably a yellow monster pepper here. So just eventually those will end up turning yellow, and those will be pretty big peppers. And then this plant that's right down there is another yellow monster pepper, and it has a pretty nice sized pepper right there. So see, has a little bit of some black patches on it. What that is peppers can get sunburned, and it doesn't really affect the pepper at all, but it'll affect the coloration a little bit. But that's what that is. Got some more peppers growing up there. Alright, this other pepper right in front here, guessing is my yellow Marconi pepper. It grows peppers like the Mira that will start out green and then eventually turn bright yellow. And that's this tall plant, and that's the really tall one that's back there. It's the two tallest plants that I have in here. And next we have my habananda peppers, which are a no-heat habanero, and that plant is a very, very small little plant that has one little tiny pepper there, and then in the back there's another one that stretches all the way up here, and you can see there's one back there, and there's a few more up here. So it's still a pretty tall plant for that second one. The front one, it might have gotten outgrown by the other plants a little too quickly. So, and now we'll do my hot cherry peppers, and they're starting to ripen quite well now. They're growing all over in here. So many peppers. Nice bright red one there. Gonna be harvesting a few of those here soon. I've already eaten a few of them, and they are very, very spicy. And then we have my hot cayenne peppers back here. The hot cherries are a lot hotter than these ones. These ones are about a mild heat for them. So, but there's so many peppers on this one. There's a few that are turning nice bright reds. So those are looking good. Then we have my mystery peppers down here. Anyone wants to try to guess to see what these peppers are, go ahead and leave it down in the comments, because I don't have any ideas what they are. I've been looking them up, getting a few ideas, and we can just decide what they are later on when I start to harvest them. Just leave your answers down in the comments. We have this pepper plant right here in the front. That's a tall, it's one of the taller ones. Has a nice big pepper like that, then it has some smaller ones up here. So next plant, it's literally planted right next to it down there, is growing these little yellow peppers. And then as the next plant, which is right down there, is also growing those yellow peppers. So that's the same pepper plant there, I believe. Then we have, go with that one down there. It's growing, I think, a type of chili. Maybe Tabasco peppers, I think. And we have another one right here. It's growing these little peppers here. So there's my pepper plants. And we'll go back to my jelly melons. And this flower that's growing on the front here, that's from the lettuce. Just deciding to bloom, spread its flowers out, and just try to take over, basically. So my jelly melons start down here, and there's a flower right there. The flowers actually show up in big groupings, which is kind of interesting because that means there's going to be a bunch of fruit that just shows up in groups on it. And there's flowers down there, and then flowers on this one so far. Then the vine goes up around the corner and down here. There's two of them right here that are fighting with the passion vine. So next we have my cucamelons, which spread all the way down there, all the way down there. And there are little cucamelons all over the place. I did have a few more, quite a few more earlier this week. But whenever my daughter walks by and she sees nice big ones like this, she'll just pick them off and start eating them. So those get eaten pretty quickly. She likes those ones. Then we have my dragon fruit cactus. Just growing up and around. Growing down there. I'll go around here, the passion flower vine. Still, just one fruit just sitting there, not doing anything, not changing color or anything. Really hard. And I don't know what's going on with that. So, and that's the same with the kiwis. Still, fruit ever since the beginning of the season. Just hanging there, not doing anything. Just trying to annoy me, I believe. Alright, we have my flowers over here. They're slowly starting to die off, but they're still, as you can see, doing pretty good actually. Got another big leaf showing up there off the giant elephant ear. And my tomato plant, still ripening some tomatoes all over the place. Two pretty nice sized tomato plants, about 3 feet tall, probably 3 to 4 feet tall. Now we have my Minnesota midget melon, a type of cantaloupe, and it has fruit all over the place in here. These are currently about the size of, I'd say, a tennis ball for some of them. Other ones about the size of a golf ball, so they're ranging in pretty good sizes right now, and they're everywhere on here. I think the most I've counted so far is about 16 of them, so that's doing really good. Then we have my tomatillos, and they're still green and sitting on top of here, and they seem to be doing pretty good. Our Nargilla has the flowers. The flowers are starting to die off, which means that they have been pollinated. And if you look over here, inside of this one, if I don't get poked too much, let's see. That one, you can start to see a little tiny fruit starting to form. Got more flowers up here, so that's doing really good too. So, all my fruit trees are doing really good. This first one is my clementine tree. They're very, very bushy, and it's growing this really tall branches up here that are doing pretty good. Now we'll look at my little fig trees I have down here. Those are doing really good too. Staying nice and small will be good for the winter. Then we have my pink lemon tree, and that's doing really good still. So really bushy down on the bottom, and it's really spread out. So that'll be getting some pruning next season. Alright, so that is my outdoor container garden. If you have any tips for me, feel free to leave them in the comments, or any questions. If you subscribe, you can see all my videos and just see them as they show up. I usually post 2 videos each week, and eventually when I reach the end of this container gardening season, it will only be 1 video inside, and I will be moving in my dragon fruit cactus, my Tomarillos, my Nargilla, and my fruit trees, and my passion fruit vine. Anything else that is not fully ripe yet, I will also try to move inside, which will probably include my jelly melons. Alright, and like I said before, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to help me out, and if you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments and I'll answer them next week. Thank you for watching.